Warrior Poets. Today's conversation is about the most dangerous man in the room. And I want to start with a story about a man named Tony Lopez. Tony Lopez was the Spanish teacher in my high school. He also coached the girls' soccer team. And when you looked at Tony, there was nothing really impressive about him. He was middle-aged, thick-rimmed glasses, kind of portly, and you would never guess by looking at him that he was generally always the most dangerous man in the room that he walked in. Now, I was kind of a puffed up high school kid. I was a senior at the time, and when people saw me, they thought wrestler, because I was like the school's wrestler, and I was pretty good. Tony Lopez, though, came to wrestling practice one day, and I still haven't really recovered from the savage beating that I received. But this portly, middle-aged guy was my wrestling partner for the day. I knew he had a martial arts background. Anyway, and so he started doing wrestling moves. He was doing wrestling against wrestling. And for some reason, I was like, am I off today? He'd shoot under, get my legs, pick me up, dump me in, almost like it was happening in slow motion. I was powerless to stop anything he wanted to do. It was successful. It worked out. And it was like he was effortless. He was taking me apart without really even trying, and I was giving it my all, pretending like I was, but he was destroying me. I find out later that he has got 8 black belts. Yeah, I said 8 black belts, a National Combat Sambo Championship, and a gold medal in Sambo. I remember vividly one day I was working out in the gym and I saw him. I'm like, hey, Mr. Lopez. And I stick up my hands and I'm like, hey, let's go. And he doesn't change in his expression. He takes 2 steps toward me. And then all of a sudden, faster than I could see, his foot comes out. And I felt the tip of his foot just brush against my crotch. I felt the wind whip up my whole body. I'm like, what the was that? And I just kind of looked at him and he looked at me and we both knew, okay, that would have been over. Just right there. Who is this guy? He's the most dangerous man in the room, is who he was. And I think part of the power is if I'd seen him out in public and I wanted to take a run at someone, I never would have dreamed what this man was capable of. And that would have been part of his power. It's like you going up to some bushes and you see this little tail sticking out and you give it a tug and a tiger comes out. I wouldn't have given him the respect of actually getting in a stance and giving my all. Now, the obvious threats, the big guy tatted up wearing multicam from head to toe and whatever with a Glock t-shirt and stickers all over his car, I'd give him the respect of putting my best foot forward. I might make a plan. I would attack hard and fast. I would see them as a threat and I would bring my A game. But with him, nope. I never would have seen him coming. This is as soon as you are pegged and people can look across the room and say, I bet that's the most dangerous man in the room. You've just become a little less dangerous. I'll take a little coffee break.
I enjoyed that. You nailed it this time.
Cool. There's a man named Sun Tzu. He wrote the book, The Art of War. Very, very famous book. You should read it. And one line he wrote said, let your movements be as dark and impenetrable as night. And when you fall like a thunderclap. And this is essentially tactics. Be underestimated. Never let them see you coming. See, people don't realize that everybody is very, very easy to kill. If I thought about how would I kill me, I really have no chance of defending myself against me. And that sounds stupid, but welcome to the games I play in my head. If everybody's vulnerable, especially if you lose your element of surprise. It's not just about hitting your target. It's ceasing to ever become a target yourself. I never want them to see me coming. I never want people to think, and other than that, that's why I kind of dress nondescript. I wear collared shirts that are plain, jeans, and don't have any multicam anything. You won't see any gun stickers on my cars or anything else like that. Everyone's all wearing an aim point hat or something else like that. My shoes generally give it away. Now, when I'm at work, oftentimes I look more like I might be carrying a gun. Nobody really knows where it is or what it is. But when you come to me at my work, my full-time job is firearms and tactics instructor. It's all I do. So people know, it was like, all right, that guy probably armed to the teeth, and I am. But out in public, just kind of like going through church or standing in line at Subway or getting my cup of coffee, I'm just a smiling citizen that doesn't look like, hopefully doesn't look like, I'm growing this sweet King Leonidas beard I've been working on, and that looks a little bit more aggressive. But other than that, I don't want people to see me coming. I don't want to ever be a target. Now, somebody could make the argument that, well, I want to present an outright, overt, hey, don't mess with me kind of persona. So let them see my, Glock shirt or whatever else, and they'll know, hey, I'm armed and I don't want to mess with that guy. And that could play off as well. But generally, I think there's just enough of, if you're up, alert, people can see it in the eyes. And typically, somebody will mark you as a hard target and move on past you. Anyway, just because of how you carry yourself, shoulders back, head up, eyes, seeing everyone and everything, that's generally enough. But I don't want to be target number one. This is also one of the major reasons I'm against open carry. In the state of Georgia, you can open carry. And I'd never want to do that, not just for the fact that I think it's pretty dorky, but it's because if I'm ever in an establishment and somebody wants to take someone or that place down, I just become target number one, and I'll probably never see that threat coming because they'll wait. And they have the element of surprise, and that's part of the benefit of being a bad guy. That's part of the tactical advantage of being an ambush hunter, a crocodile. You pick the moment. So now as a defender, I'm always forced tactically to respond to surprise. And since action always beats reaction, I'm guaranteed to be at a tactical disadvantage. So it doesn't matter that you're 300 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. If somebody catches you off guard with enough violent force, you may never even have the chance to respond despite having an incredible amount of training. It's not just about being able to hit your targets faster than everyone else. It's about never being a target in the first place. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a crazy upside-down mindset. And what you're witnessing is the difference of the mindset between a shooter and the mindset between a tactician. I never want to let them see me coming. When I respond with violence, I want to respond so quickly and with such surprise that I end that fight before they ever realize I'd launched a counterattack. Let your actions be as dark and impenetrable as night is. When you fall like a thunderclap. Hey guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel for future uploads. I'm going to try to get on something like a schedule. It's all right. Daddy's talking. I'm going to try to get on more of a schedule where it's kind of like Mindset Mondays or Tactical Tuesdays or Skills Saturdays or something else like that. So I'll be giving you more scheduled, consistent content. Also, I'm interested in what you guys want to... Don't knock over my coffee, bud. Also, I'm interested in hearing what you guys would like to hear about as well. So comment below, like if you have a request. Go ahead and give me a shout out. Be sure to include your name and where you're from. Thanks for staying tuned. Warrior Poets, train hard, train smart.